After that chaotic top of the 7th inning on Sunday, it was Manny Machado that pulled the team together in the dugout. His message was stay focused, and they followed that by icing the game. 6 runs over the final 2 innings. He leads off this second against Walker Buehler in this Petco Park crowd. 47,000, making it hard to hear that pitch count. And a pitch clock violation to begin. That's the crowd making a tangible impact on the game.
I know, but at some point you got to use the sign. If you can't hear it, just put the finger down. It's not like that hard.
And with that, it's 2-0.
I still shake my head every time it happens. I really do. I just.
Two and one. How you going after Manny Machado if you're Walker Buehler?
Well, you can't get the ball up. I mean, you got to hit it way up. He's a good high ball hitter. You've got to do the same thing against Tatis, where you get him thinking away and swinging at that slider all over the top.
Ground ball, base hit.
So he does that a lot, and he's gotten a lot of singles against Buehler that way, where he has such great plate coverage. You have to get it either way inside or way off the plate, because you know Manny Machado wants to hit. Good job for Manny Machado hitting here on a cutter right down the middle.
Machado trying to spark the fire here. First base runner.
We haven't seen the curveball yet, the real slow one. There might be a good time here. And there it is.
For a strike on Jackson Merrill.
And that matchup with Jackson Merrill, the way that he hits a fastball, you got to get his timing to be confusing. So you throw the slow curveball, and then you try to cut up a fastball up and in or a fastball up and away and speed him up. Like that. So that's good scouting report, and that's what you see on film. And if you execute, you get a great hitter out. Slow him down, then cut her up, and now you can go off the plate if you want after seeing those 2 swings.
Here it comes with an 0-2. Back inside. Machado off first. 1-2 comes home after a toss over and a close play, but he's in there safely. Jackson Merrill 3 hits in game 2, including a 3-run home run. He has soared beyond any rookie references. He's simply been one of the best players on the field in the postseason. On this 1-2 pitch, it's another curve and a grounder to first. Backhand Freeman throws the ball into left center field. It may have ricocheted off of Machado, and the Padres are in business in the second.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Freddie made a great play, but because he was on his knees, he couldn't get up to get the ball out of the throwing lane of where Machado was running. He wanted to get that second out, or the out at second base. Watch this. On his knees, he doesn't have the ability to adjust, throws it right off the back, and there's really not much. Well, Machado then did step inside the baseline a little bit.
Good base running for Manny Machado.
Yeah.
The Padres are at the corners with nobody out. An error on Freeman. Xander Bogaerts. Strike 1.
The problem that the Padres present to the other team is, in this situation, you're going to have a hard time getting out of this inning without a run, because they put the ball in play and they don't swing and miss. This is one of the best guys in the game at understanding when an RBI is out there, you've got to put it in play.
Bogaerts on Sunday hit a home run, immediately went down into the clubhouse, left the game with a cramp in his hamstring, but he's back in there today. 3 hits and 3 runs batted in over the first 2 games. A chance for more here. Bouncing ball towards the middle. Rona come in from third. Throw over to first, and they get none. Everybody's safe, and the game is tied.
That is just outstanding recognition by Jackson Merrill. I mean, you've got to get a great jump and maybe there should have been a toss right here. He thought he could take it himself, and that ended up being a mistake.
That is 2 ground balls induced by Walker Buehler and no outs from him. The defense letting the Dodgers down here.
Well, it's a good meeting at the mound right here, just to calm everybody down, especially when it gets chaotic in a hostile environment like San Diego. So when you're looking at Freddie Freeman, he already knows he got a bad ankle. He gets to this ball. Now watch his view. His view is going to be straight on line. And here's the look. Will give you even a better opportunity to see it. Machado gets in the throwing lane, and that is all it took to make the difference between getting an out and having a potentially big inning.
Two on, nobody out. David Peralta, sneaky one of the heroes in game 1 with a 2-run home run. His first start of the postseason and his first career postseason home run. Be hard to put him on the bench after that. They've gone back and forth, him and Donovan Solano in the lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He was putting on a show in batting practice. I didn't see too many people hitting, but I think he hit 1.5 in a row for homers.
After the Padres tied a franchise record with 6 home runs in game 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Walker Buehler, before surgery, would absolutely be so tough on hitters with 2 strikes. Post second Tommy John, the 2-strike batting average is way higher than a pitcher wants. It'll keep getting better.
Hooked down the line, but foul.
But that's something that comes with comfortable with your stuff and knowing you got the put away stuff. He's been feeling for it. You said he's been pitching better lately, and that's really the only missing piece right now. When he gets to 2 strikes, how does he put the hitter away?
Highest average against in the National League with 2 strikes. Ground ball down the line and a fair ball for Peralta. Padres have taken the lead. 1 run is in. Here comes another. Lux will hang on to it. A 2-run double from David Peralta. And the veteran role player has been so much more than that in this division series.
Well, right down the line, and Freddie gave it a great effort, but he hit it too hard. And this inning, which really could be almost over, doesn't have an out. And another crooked number and another fast start by the San Diego offense.
Strike 1 on Jake Cronenworth. 5 games in the postseason. The Padres have scored 17 runs in the first 2 innings. Oh, 0-2.
I mean, it's almost impossible for 9 guys to get hot. He has struggled 0 for 13 so far. Really good, solid hitter. And Cronenworth trying to check himself into the postseason.
Finds himself thinking back to 2 years ago where he had the same exact line that he's got right now. 0 for 13 with 6 strikeouts after the wild card round. And followed that by hitting .438 in the division series against the Dodgers. Hoping to find the fix like he did then. On this 1-2 from Walker Buehler, Cronenworth punches a bouncing ball. Rojas will keep it in the infield, but the beat goes on. Still nobody out.
You know, when I first saw the Manny Machado play, I thought he was going in a direct line, but he actually got to the grass at one point, and it's smart on his part. He gets to the grass and makes that angle really hard. Now, if Freddie could have stood up, he would have gotten to the outside part of the bag and made the throw a little bit easier for the shortstop, who's completely blinded. And that right now has become such a huge difference. And the 2 strike counts.
First and third, still nobody out, and a ball on Kyle Higashioka. After a career-high 17 home runs during the regular season, he's kept on doing it in October. 3 homers in 4 games. Two and oh.
Dave Roberts has got a really tough decision right now, and he's got to keep the game in a. Yeah, that's the. He's on to check on Rojas. I thought he was making an emergency trip to the mound. Bueller's heart probably skipped a few beats.
Not now, Skip. You know it's not going great. So Miguel Rojas has been dealing with a groin issue for a lot of this season, and the thought has just kind of been this is how it's going to be. He's managed it this far. He's tried to continue to do so here in the postseason. Thomas Elbert, the trainer, and Dave Roberts both seeing something catching their attention. You're probably going to have to rip him off of the field here. Instead, he's going to limp his way back to his position.
You were talking about he has more issue coming straight in than going side to side, which maybe part of that decision going to second base on his own could have been a little bit slower than normal, and that was the difference.
First 5 have reached against Buehler here in the second. 2-0 to Higashioka. Swung on and missed.
Well, nobody's surprised this team can hit. They led all of baseball in hits. Did the Padres. But couple that with they were hard to strike out. That is the best compliment to a team that has aspirations of winning it all. That formula usually bodes well when you combine the both, and you have a pitching staff that can eliminate by striking out more people than you strike out as an offense.
Drilled in the air to center field. Edman going back. It's going to hang in there. Just got under it. Plenty deep enough to bring home Peralta. 4-1 Padres. And it's that early inning San Diego offense amplified by doing it at home, bringing this place to life. 20 runs over the first 3 innings in this series. Strike on a rise.
You know what's amazing about it too? This guy, he's their best hitter, and he hasn't even gotten going.
Yeah, just 1 hit in both games so far, which it's like, well, that's good. He's got to hit both games. Not for this guy. He sets the bar higher. Hit machine.
Well, another guy he's gotten 0-2 has Buehler. That hasn't been a problem.
Still no Ks. This is probably not the guy you're going to find one against.
In all fairness, he's going to learn a lot from this year. It's not that fun to have 2 Tommy Johns, which Walker Buehler has. He's a dynamic pitcher, electric stuff, made for this moment. And this inning really isn't his fault. But it happens, right? And when you don't put away hitters, and you put pressure on the defense.
Rise gets to that ball and pops it up. On the left side of the infield, Rojas for out number 2.
It's similar, not in the way this inning went, but the Braves had a scenario where there was 2 outs, nobody on against a great Max Fried, and the Padres got 6 hits in a row, and 4 of them were infield hits. They hit for the cycle in that inning, and this is the kind of offense that they can produce.
And the talk then was, man, what bad luck for Fried, but the other side of that is, no, that's what the Padres do. As Tatis sends a fly ball to the corner, Betts is over to give it a look, but out of room. You put the ball in play, things can happen. In this inning they have. Tatis grounded out his first time. That's the first out that he's made over the first 3 innings this postseason.
He was 6 for 6. I thought that was a misprint.
So, come on, Jake Fuller, check your work. That can't be true. It was. 0-2. On an 0-2 pitch, a missile. Fernando Tatis Jr. Electric.
This pitch is right down the middle. He's trying to go in, and this guy's so strong right now and so locked in. We talk about Shohei Ohtani and the great year he's had. This is the Padres version of Shohei Ohtani.
Reminding the world how special he is. A strike on Jurickson profile. Talent just bursting at the seams for Tatis. And seeing it in droves lately. Like we haven't in years.
I think this is 3 straight hitters, 0-2, and 4 of the last 5. And right now, you got to pitch one off the plate. You can't get anywhere close to the plate.
Smack left side, won't be an easy play. Max Muncy, quick trigger, but an infield hit for Profile. Well, the inning started with Manny Machado, and it'll continue with him here. Nobody warming in that Dodger bullpen, especially if this game continues to get out of balance like this. Dave Roberts not going to want to burn any more arms than he has to. Machado tried to drill it himself. Instead, flies it into shallow center field. Gavin Lux caught off by Tommy Edman. And that brings this second inning to a close. The Padres bring 10 men to the plate in the second. Once again, they light the fire in a hurry. Manny Machado started it with a single. Some sloppy defense. Padres take advantage and lead 6-1.